Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Now this video is the explanation and the model reading of the chapter The Fun They Had. Now just see before you read. The story we shall read is set in the future when books and schools as we now know them will perhaps not exist. Means to say that the story The Fun They Had is set in that future era when computer will play a major role. Books and schools as we now know them will perhaps not present. Means book will be in digital form, in electronic form, e-book or telebook, and school will at your home in your bedroom. Now here it is a question, how will children study then? Now this is the answer. The diagram below may give you some ideas. Now here the diagram, school of future. Now you are learning through computer and virtual classroom, robotic teacher, and on screen you can see telebook, moving e-text. In this story there are two characters. Margie, who is a 11 years old girl and habitual write diary, and her brother Tommy, who is 13 years old. One day Tommy found a real book. To store her surprising moment, Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. On the page headed 17 May 2157, she wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." Real book printed on paper. It was very old book. Then Margie remembered. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. Margie and Tommy were reading the book, observing the book. They turned the pages, which were yellow and crinkly. Now here, crinkly, this is the new word, with many folds and lines, and it was awfully, strangely and fearfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen. As you know that on screen text can be moved. And then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. They surprised to see this book. "Now, gee," said Tommy, "what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screen must have had 1,000,000 books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away." Tommy hatefully said, "When you read the book, you throw the book. But I collected many books, 1,000,000 books on it, and I wouldn't throw it away." "Same with mine," said Margie. Margie also collected many books. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. Tommy was 13 years old. She said, means she asked, "Where did you find it?" "In my house." He pointed. Tommy pointed without looking because he was busy reading. He said, "In my house, in the attic." Now Margie again asked, "What is about?" Now Tommy replied, "School." Margie was scornful, full of hate, disdainful. "School? What's there to write about school? I hate school." Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever because her mechanical teacher had some fault. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse, until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully, sadly, and sent for the county inspector. Sent for the county inspector. Sent called for county inspector, software engineer. County inspector came. Software engineer came. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple. Then took the teacher apart. Then he separated the mechanical teacher all apart. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together, arrange again, set up again, but he knew how all right. And after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That wasn't so bad, software engineer said. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test paper. She always had to write them out in a punch code. They made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. As you keep your file in pen drive and seeing your file, the information on screen, you have to insert the pen drive in proper slot. So Margie and Tommy kept their homework and test paper in that pen drive, and when they have had to submit, they have to insert this pen drive in proper slot. Okay, and the mechanical teacher evaluated the marks in no time. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. John. I think the geography sector was geared fast, a little too quick. Those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10 years level." You know about that, Margie was 11 years. Actually, in fact, the overall pattern, the overall setup of her progress is quite satisfactory, fair and fine. And he patted Margie's head again. Margie was disappointed, frustrated. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether, completely whole. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely, deleted. Before 1 month, Tommy's teacher had some fault, and its history sector had deleted all the information. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, large eyes, and said, "Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago." He added loftily in a good manner, pronouncing the word carefully, "centuries ago." Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, "Anyway, they had a teacher." Here another diagram, you can see Tommy and Margie who are studying that old kind of book, and here Margie is thinking now the man teacher, human teacher is teaching a group of students. Now here, sure they had teacher, Tommy said, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. A man isn't smart enough, Margie said. Tommy replied, "Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much, I bet. I'm sure. Bet, or I'm sure." Margie wasn't prepared to to argue that. She said, "I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me." Tommy screamed with laughter. "You don't know much, Margie. The teachers did not live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. And all the kids learned the same thing. Sure, if they were the same age. But my mother says a teacher had to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently." Means how a man could teach a group of students, because each child learns individually, just the same. They did not do it the way. Then if you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. "I didn't say I didn't like it," Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called, "Margie, school." Margie looked up. "Not yet, Mama." "Now," said Mrs. John, "and it's probably time for Tommy too also." Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after school?" "Maybe," he said nonchalantly, without mood, carelessly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learned better if they learned at regular hour. Regular hour continue. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot." Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about the old school they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same thing so they could help one another with the homework and talked about it. And the teacher were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fraction 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4. Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. Okay, student, thank you. Now read this story at your home.